Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at a new knife that I recently ordered and received from Countycom. If you guys aren't familiar with Countycom, it's a company and a website that makes all sorts of tools and gadgets and devices. Sometimes they make them for like military or law enforcement agencies. And then what they'll do is they'll actually, if they make extra or they have an overrun or something like that, they'll sell them to the public. This particular knife was one of those. So I got an email from them, I saw it on there, and I decided to pick it up just because it kind of fit the how I carry my EDC knives. Now I normally carry a knife as part of my EDC on a daily basis. It's an invaluable tool, has 1,001 uses. But once in a while, I like to carry something smaller, what other people deem as gentlemen's carry. And I think this particular knife actually fits into that mold a little bit better than your larger kind of tactical looking knife. So I have a couple of examples. This is the knife itself, and then I have two examples of some of the ones that I normally carry as either a backup knife, or if I'm going to carry something smaller and just carry that one knife, that is it. So this one right here is actually one of my favorite kind of gentleman EDC knives. This is the County from James brand. I actually did a review of this guy years ago. I love the way this knife looks. It's very elegant. It's got the wood and then the metal there. It is a slip joint, so there's no locking mechanism to this. So there it is. It's just a single blade. Very people friendly. If you were to bring this out, it looks kind of gentlemanly like, and you're not going to get a lot of questions from it. So that's one that I really like to carry. And then here's another one, obviously Swiss Army knives. This is the Cadet in the Alox Black Edition. This is another one that I like to carry. It does have the pen blade right there. Again, it is a slip joint, so no locking blade. It's very thin, and it has a couple extra tools in there too. And that's one of the things that I wanted to touch up on is a lot of times I like to carry these smaller kind of little backup or gentleman knives. But what if you run into an issue where you need a screwdriver or a bottle opener or a can opener or something like that? You don't want to carry some big, thick multi-tool. So sometimes having something small like this that has those capabilities comes in handy. So that is where this guy came in, and it comes in this really interesting packaging here. It's kind of like a tube. So I'll go ahead and open it up and show it to you guys. Besides that, it comes wrapped up in this little paper here, and as you guys can already tell, this is a knife from Boker. So this is actually a Boker knife, but it's exclusive to Countycom. And here is the knife itself. So this is the Boker keychain slip joint knife. This is called the Duo. It actually has two blades, and it is in the safety orange matte G10 handle scales, which is really, really nice. Obviously, it's very small, as you guys can see here in my hand. And by way of comparison, a lot of people know the size of the Cadet. So as you guys can tell, it is a lot smaller than the Cadet there, and a little thicker, obviously, with those G10 scales, but it's very, very manageable. So it does have a split ring because, as the name would dictate, it's supposed to be a keychain knife. I probably would not carry this in my keychains just because it's a little heavy for the keychains. For my keychain, I would say this is 1.37 ounces, even though it is very light. I still don't have a lot of things on my key, so I would use this just kind of sliding it into my pocket. If I'm wearing jeans, maybe into the fifth coin pocket in the jeans, I'll go ahead and slide it in there. Or just put like a little lanyard on the split ring here, depending on if you're going to be using it or not. You can go ahead and remove it. So again, it is very, very small, and I just fell in love with the color of the G10 scales there. This matte G10 orange, safety orange. Obviously, if you were to have it like maybe hanging inside of a bag or something like that, you're definitely going to be able to see this. If you drop it on the ground, you'll be able to see it very easily. So a little bit of information on this. I'll get that out of the way. It has a blade length of 2 inches, but the sharpened length is actually 1.9 inches. I'll go ahead and open it up so you guys can see right there. It is a full hollow grind blade, obviously, and it is highly, highly polished. So really, really nice. It came nice and sharp. So this is going to be perfect for any small EDC tasks, opening up envelopes, opening up boxes, cutting threads or something like that off your clothes. This is going to be perfect. The blade material is actually a Sandvik 12C27. So again, it's not the best deal, but it's really good, especially for what you're going to be using this knife for. The closed length on the knife is going to be 2.76 inches, and then the overall length is 4.8 inches. So very, very small little knife here, which is really nice. Now, County Com actually did a run of 1,000 pieces of this knife, but only 500 of them were available for sale, and they're actually all serialized. So let me see if you guys can make it out. See right there. So this one is number 303. I'm not sure you guys can make it out, but it's got it right there, 303. And then on the other end, it just says the blade steel, which is the 12C27. So again, this one is called the Duo, and that's because you have another blade right in there. And as you open this one up, and you have a nail nick right there. It's got a couple little tools on it. So this is where I was talking about that sometimes you want something that has a little bit more capability. So basically the difference between this one here that only has a blade, and then this one here, the Cadet, that has the multiple tools on it. So this one also has this blade here, and this blade has 3 tools. So this one has a on the top right here, a flathead screwdriver. So again, this is an invaluable tool. Sometimes you'll come across, a loose screw or something like that you want to tighten up, but obviously you're not going to want to use your sharpened blade there. So you have the capability of doing that with this here. Then you also have a seatbelt or rope cutter right here. So again, this is good if you're, if you're doing things like with paracord, if you're cutting a thread off of your shirt or something like that, you can go ahead and use that. But obviously, if you needed to cut yourself out of your seatbelt, you can use that as well. And then on the bottom here, you just have a bottle opener. So obviously, the purpose for that, you guys know what it is. So I like the fact that all 3 of those tools are included in this one very thin blade. Now, the screwdriver, I like the fact that you do have a little heft on the handle here. So if you do have to put a little torque on it, you are able to do that. So it is long, which is good also, so it gives you a little bit more reach. But it's not going to feel so flimsy that you're going to be worried about breaking it or something like that if you do have to apply a little bit of torque to tighten or loosen the screw. So really, really nice. Again, it is slip joint, so neither one of these blades lock. But like I mentioned, this is more of a kind of like small, not too heavy tasks as far as cutting or not prime, but loosening or tightening with the screwdriver there. So I think this is a really awesome addition to anybody's EDC, especially if you don't want to carry a big tactical knife, something scary that if you're going to bring it out, people are going to be, kind of worried about it. This knife actually, when you bring it out, people actually questions. They're like, oh, let me see that. What's that all about? And then when they get it in the hand and they feel that nice matte G10, it feels really, really nice in the hand. It doesn't feel like it's going to slip or anything like that. And, it has the split ring right there. So if you want to attach it to your keys or a carabiner or something like that, you can always have it with you. So there it is. What I'll do is I'm going to leave a link to the County Com site where you can pick these up. Hopefully they'll still be available. Again, there was only 500 for sale. All of them were serialized. So if you're interested in it, definitely check it out. I'll leave that link below. And again, this is the Boker keychain slip joint knife Duo because of the 2 blades. So they have a single blade also. And then this one is in the safety orange matte G10. So there it is. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.